Obviously, I go live as soon as I go to take a drink. It's like loading and loading and loading, and then poof, here we are. We're live. What's happening, beautiful humans? I'm going to tell you why I chuckle when I say that in this broadcast. It's another exciting and beautiful day here at inHarmony. It's summer. It's relentless. It just keeps going and going and going. And I've got some projects that I'm pretty excited to tell you about. We have not been sitting on idle hands. We have been working diligently every single week. And today, I can tell you that we are 100% in stock. Our 14 practitioners came in. They were absolutely delayed. Turns out the forwarding company said they didn't have the suite. They did have the suite. I saw the labels as they left our factory. The suite was on there. We kept following up. Why aren't they delivered? Why aren't they delivered? They're coming tomorrow. We don't have the suite. And of course, they did have the suite. So these things happen. Our factory took care of it with the shipping agent. They owe us one, whatever that means. And we owe one to each and every one of you for waiting an extra week for your delivery. We did get all of those shipments out. I believe they all left yesterday after bringing them in to a new warehouse and getting them shipped and going through what is a very natural and amazing thing that's happening here. Anyhow, I appreciate your patience. For those of you that are following up, you should all have tracking numbers. The system has been updated and all of our orders are fulfilled, including a practitioner that went out that was ordered today. So we're on it and we appreciate your patience. And unfortunately, these shipping companies are quite literally the bane of my existence. The bane of my existence. I love you, FedEx. I love you, UPS. I love you, all of the different companies that we use to move product globally and deal with kind of this global logistics scenario that we're in. And we do the best to be as transparent as we possibly can, which is why I do these lives, which is why I'm constantly sharing in the Telegram group exactly where we're at, exactly what's going on, because I'm a consumer too, and I want to know. And by the way, I love Amazon and everything that they've done to just cripple the expectations put on us by the everyday consumer. So thank you for your patience. I really do appreciate it. We try to do these things as fast as humanly possible. Sometimes we nail it. We hit it early. Sometimes we get delayed. And we're just going to be transparent with you as we do it. As of right now, we have 4 inHarmony practitioners left. I got 10 more on the way. I'm waiting on an update from my factory. My feet are on the ground, actually overseas. So when they wake up or when they get into the office, we'll have it's just coming around 9 a.m. As of right now overseas. And I will have an update probably later today. I'll put it up in the Telegram channel. And of course, I'll do my live next Tuesday. We're on a regular schedule and we'll be able to get that geared up and out. 29 inHarmony Sound Lounge 2s in my warehouse, 81 inHarmony massage tables, 4 inHarmony practitioners are left. We shipped 10 in the last 2 days. We are back in stock. 135 black inHarmony meditation cushions, 59 beige inHarmony meditation cushions, and 63 inHarmony headphones. We've got quite a bit. I left in the description below really just the inHarmony headphones. We're launching a new website. The inHarmony headphones are going to have their own page where we're going to actually detail exactly what the benefits are, what we've done, packaging, pictures, images, unboxing videos. We've got quite a bit of stuff that's going to be going up on this new website, which I'm pretty excited about. We have not been making many updates to our existing website pending this rollout, which has been taking way longer than I wanted it to, as does happen. So I left that the inHarmony headphones are built to the same spec as our beloved Sennheiser HD280 Pros, 40 millimeter driver, replaceable ear pads, over-the-ear design, foldable and rotatable, ear jacks on either side, so you can plug in the headphone on either side. And it is a little tricky. I am going to be honest with you. Because it's a locking mechanism and just the way that this gets done, it is absolutely a little tricky. You're not going to be able to see in that carnivorous hole, but there is a way for these to go in. You can kind of see it against the black background. These ovals, opposite the sides with the ovals, there is those little teeth. Do you see those little teeth? Those teeth need to go in, and then it's a half turn. And that's what locks it in place. And as you can see, You don't always catch it. So now it's all the way in, it clicks in place, and then you half turn to lock it, and now it's in. And the complaint that we're getting is that you're only hearing sound out of one side of the headphones. But the reality is you're simply not pulling this and pushing it all the way in, and then that half turn, which is really important. So I'm going to put together a video as best I can documenting this. And look, we've been walking people through it with high levels of success, but you just got to keep in mind that these are spun a very particular way. You got to get it in, and you got to push it all the way in. If you can still see the full circle outside like this, it's not pushed in enough. It's got to go all the way in. You have to be able to see. You have to be able to see the entire thing. So anyway, just really important to note, and it's got to go all the way in, just like that. You can see, not all the way in, all the way in, and then it's just a half turn to lock it into place, and it's locked. So we are working through a little bit of that. Thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate that. We try and create video content as often as possible and show you exactly what's going on. I recognize that this technology is new technology for a lot of you. You found us for the first time, and we want to make sure we're being diligent, which is why we're trying to put as many videos on the new website as possible. And I've got some surprises for you there. So we'll talk about that in just a moment. We do have 10 more Practitioner 2s that are in production as we speak. Those are going to be sent to us via air, and we'll make it here obviously faster than the next container. 29 sound lounges probably will keep us in stock until the next container gets here. Again, I'll have an update. Our next container is already in production. 120 Sound Lounge 2s, 135 Practitioner 2s, and 300 cushions are on the way. And of course, we will have some beige cushions in there as well. About 20% of those 300 will be beige. Estimated delivery is sometime in the next 90 days. My feet on the ground overseas are going to actually give me an update tonight. So tomorrow and next week's update, I'll have a much better update as to what's going on. On the inHarmony media side of things, 184 music meditations in our app as of today. This is pretty exciting. Inner Vision. And I got to tell you, this track is unlike anything. It's a house beat. This has a little bit of a kick to it. It's got a little bit of a pace to it. It is absolutely designed for me. It absolutely gave me a lift up. It actually helped me with my vision. Interestingly enough, it's unbelievable when we set intentions for these music meditations that they get done. Thank you, Elsie. We are showing all the ways in all the things. So 184 music meditations. Inner Vision is the newest release, which went out just a few days ago. I highly recommend you try it. Anthony are going to try and go live today, probably tomorrow, and talk about that on Instagram. It's a phenomenal music meditation, and it is totally different. We have new features that are on the way. Dark mode, trending music meditations. We're doing some updates to our backend dashboard that's going to allow us to monetize this and share revenue with artists that are coming on board, which is pretty exciting for me, but it's behind the scenes stuff. And then, of course, a web version of our app is coming down the road. It's probably going to release holiday, if I had to guess, but we're already starting to do legwork, and I'm going to start testing this on my side pretty soon. So I'm really excited about that. Believe it or not, it's more complex to build this out because the iOS and the Android has a membership element, a subscription element, and all of that needs to tie together and connect. So believe it or not, it's quite an undertaking to get the web version going. I'm really excited for the trending music meditations category. I'm also really excited for dark mode because obviously you're using the sound lounge. I'm using the sound lounge at night and the screen is super white. I've been asking for this dark mode for a while. It's finally made its way up the priority list now that we got past the playlist function and the repeat function. So we got some good stuff coming on the app and the music meditation side of things. Our new website is launching on Monday. Monday. This is incredibly close. And we'll see how this goes. Rolling out a new website is never easy. There's a lot that ties back to our website. Some URLs are going to change. So we're going to have to update a lot of folks, including our marketing and messaging, our ads, and our socials. There's quite a bit of work that needs to be done. So Monday around 5 p.m. Pacific, we're going to flip the switch to the new website. And then we basically go to work. So I will be working this evening or Monday evening, along with the rest of the marketing team to get this whole thing underway and done with. I need your eyes. If you find typos, if you find mistakes, if you see things, shoot us a message in the Telegram group. We will let you know when the new site is live. It will take some time to propagate based on your cache and what's happening on however you surf our website. But this new site is awesome. A lot more video, a lot more room for video. It is mobile friendly in that we actually designed it for mobile. There's two different versions of the site, a desktop version and a mobile version with pictures that fit for each size, which I'm really excited about. There's a lot of functionality that we're picking up on this new site. We have the checkout process has been upgraded and put some time and attention towards. The product pages have been upgraded and overhauled. The entire site's going to be brand new, but we put a lot of time into the homepage, the product description pages, and the checkout process in particular. So to say I'm excited is an understatement. These things are rarely smooth. So we're going to do our best to check as many boxes as we can ahead of Monday. And then at some point, you got to just flip the switch and make the changes to the live site. So we're going live on Monday. I'm pretty excited about that. I just played with something really cool, and that is an AI bot that we will be embedding on our website to help answer questions about inHarmony. This AI bot has been programmed to be me. It's pretty wild. It literally is a mini Craig. This is just the beta version. It's not even version 1.0. And I'm already having conversations with it, asking about vibroacoustic therapy, asking about our products, asking which one is best for them. And it's spitting out some really phenomenal answers. So I'm really excited about this. It's obviously not something that we're going to hide. It is something that we're going to use to help us scale. It is something that's going to help us be there for you to answer questions. We're working on how we're going to connect a customer service version of this AI bot that's going to be able to answer questions about orders once we verify customer info, verify that it's you. So we're working through some processes. This is some tip of the spear stuff. I'm really excited about the potential that this is going to have to help us scale, to help recreate and duplicate me as we continue to grow and scale. So this is some really cool stuff. And again, just chatting with this bot and this AI agent, as we're calling it, it's pretty wild. And we've got a ton of potential as to what this is going to look like. It's not going to launch with the new site, although it is going to be available in the new site as a chat option. We're also going to put it in our newsletter so that you all can ask questions and start playing with AI. Pretty excited about this. And I'm really excited for the 3 or 4 iterations down the road of what this turns into and the type of resource that this is going to be for us to scale. Very exciting. We've been very busy on the science and the research side of things as well. We're bringing on board a new teammate that's going to help us with science and research. The first thing that we are going to do, and we'll make announcements for this as this carries on, but the first thing that we're going to do is actually a literary review. This is something that I have already unofficially done. I'm sure many of you have unofficially done it as well. You might even have read other people's literary review of the existing science and research on vibroacoustic therapy. We are going to be aggregating this, pulling it together, and putting together our own literary review of all of the science and research that's out there, all of the claims that are made, and how they correlate to inHarmony hardware. So this is going to help us. We have, for those of you that aren't familiar, I've mentioned it here, we have already audited our entire website and all of our advertising to make sure that we're not making any claims that would get us in trouble with any 3-letter organizations. I can tell you flat out, we're the only ones in the industry that I know of that are doing this, because I can find glaring violations on our competitors' websites. And this is something that's, I think, really, really important for the growth of the company and the growth of the industry, not just for inHarmony, but everybody that's in our space, including the greater biohacking space as a whole. Compliance, science and research is something that's really important to me. We have pilot studies that are kicking off. We are going to be running our own scientific research studies that are going to help us substantiate the claims that I know we can make based on my own data that I have already collected, that we have already seen. We are going to peer review and publish that science and research specifically on inHarmony hardware, specific with inHarmony music meditations. This is something that I've been wanting to do for a very, very long time. We finally have the time and the energy to be able to divert to it. And this is the first step. So that literary review is coming, and it's coming very soon. It is huge for us. I mean, absolutely huge for each and every one of you to be able to substantiate specific claims that we're going to be able to make in relation to specific disease states. This is huge. So it's coming. It's a process. It's going to take a couple of years, but we will have social media releases along the way. We will have data points that you can share. They will be in specific verbiage using specific words, and we'll ask for you to share that as well. There's some really exciting stuff coming from a science and research perspective. I don't want to take too much time because I've been running on for a while here. Burning Man is happening. It's my next trip. I'm home until then. I leave in 2 weeks from tomorrow, which is amazing for me. You can imagine, in addition to the day-to-day, I've got RV repairs to do. I've got a lot to do on the outside of this. So if you need me, I'm in general going to be home at my house, either at my desk, driving forward inHarmony, or outside working on projects to help get myself and my family prepared for a trip out to the desert. September the 13th, 19th, Dom and I are going to be at our annual planning retreat. September 24th to the 28th, EO Alchemy in Colorado. 2 weeks later, October 16th to the 20th, I'm going right back to Denver, Boulder, specifically for Boulder Wellness Week. I'll be speaking on a couple panels, and I'm working out exactly what our presence there is going to look like. November 7th to 10th, I've got a camping trip that I just want to be on your radar. In all instances, I have internet, I have access, I will be around, but I'm pretty excited for what the next few weeks are going to hold for these speaking engagements and for these opportunities. David Meltzer is coming up again in November. So we're going to look at that. I think it's the week right before the Epics Ranch event. So we'll see what this whole thing is going to shape up like. I think season 7 is filming. Season 6 for Office Hours just released. On our website, we're going to have an entire page dedicated to Office Hours and all of the amazing work that we've done, including the testimonials and the amazing connections that we've been able to make while filming with David Meltzer. And by the way, if any of you are interested in an introduction to David Meltzer to promote something that you're doing or do something that you're doing or share something that you're working on, I am all ears. We have a lot coming down the pipe in the psychedelic space. We have a lot coming down the pipe regarding ketamine and our application with ketamine, as well as different things start happening on the legalization front and the decriminalization front. We're going to start having a much broader conversation on this as well. Some really cool stuff that's happening in our space. A whole lot of goodness. There's more stuff happening that I can't mention to you today because it's just not far along yet. We will start to put faces and names. We will start to tell you about all of the things that we're doing to grow and expand. There's a lot of investment happening and gearing up for what I already know is going to be a powerful holiday season for us. All of those orders are starting to go in now. This container that's coming isn't even our holiday container. There's more coming. So we got a lot of great things happening here towards the end of the year. I hope you have a spectacular night. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.